Our next guest is with a leading brand that produces 360-degree VR camera technology that's a whole lot of fun, and they do a whole lot more than just that as well. Vice President of Sales and Marketing with Kodak PIXPRO Digital Cameras and Devices is Paul Mayhoefer. Paul, welcome back into Tomorrow. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure because you always have fun things to talk about, so we got to have you. And not to be outdone, this year you have yet another cool thing you're showing here at CES. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we actually we're stepping up our game in this VR 360 video category. We think is really starting to take off. So if you remember last year, we actually had a dual camera where you had multiple cameras that would actually take images from all different directions.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to use stitching software to actually download, stitch those images together, and then transcribe it for YouTube or Facebook to be able to share those images. Well, we've put that all together in one nice little package, and that's the Orbit 360 4K camera that we're showing here. And you can see the two lenses were actually built into one complete unit. And so now we bend the light from all different directions.
You bend the light. It's a force of nature.
We bend, that's what we do. We bend light with a spherical lens. And then what we can do is with two different sensors and the DSP processing built into that camera, we can actually stitch that those two images together, creating a full 360 video.
That's awesome. I mean, you would think, it's only like an inch wide, the camera itself, and you would think you'd miss a little something, but you don't because you're bending the light and getting it all.
Exactly.
And a little controller with it as well that we're seeing here?
Yeah, so we're seeing a transition. Before we were building more of a prosumer type product for people to have the ability to create content.
Yeah.
And as the market starts to evolve, we definitely want to be able to shift more towards a consumer focus. In order to do that, we know we have to make it real simple and easy to use, which means turn it on and press record. So this unit is all built in together with all the things that you need to create both photos and video. We have a little Bluetooth remote control which actually adjusts all the different settings. So for example, we can go ahead and we can set photos. We just put that button up there and we press record and it'll take a photo. Or if we want to switch to video, we just switch it to video. If we want to do the 360 mode, we can change the mode for 360. And
all very easy on this little remote, this little Bluetooth remote that's, I don't know, how do you describe it for those not seeing the video quite yet at intotomorrow.com.
It's like the size of a watch.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's a good way to describe it. And does the PIXPRO stick come with it as well? I mean, what we're seeing, again, on the video is everything.
Yeah.
It's a package.
So basically, out of the box, we want you to be able to open it up and start recording and taking videos and pictures and photos and be able to share that online.
And making it very easy. And of course, I like how you described how initially it was more prosumer, which is typically what happens with a lot of cool tech. And then we realized that it's leaning a lot more toward consumer in general, which means it's become more affordable, more features maybe, certainly easier to use, whatever it might be. In this case, a 4K PIXPRO, which is pretty awesome as well. What do you see the use for a lot of folks that might be utilizing this camera initially will be using it for?
It's tremendous. We're providing the tools, and now the creators are going out there doing stuff.
Yeah.
So sharing videos and photos online, social media, we see as a big application. We see it in some professional worlds, like for example, real estate. If you want to do a virtual tour of a home, this product will allow you to do that very easily.
Wow.
We see them on drones and flying over events, and also just normal day-to-day activities. If we're going to an outing, a family outing, we can now capture that with everybody and then share it for later.
Yeah, because the Orbit 360 4K is this whole package, right? But the camera easily removes from this a standard tripod kind of a mount.
Yes.
So you can put it anywhere, like even on a drone or on your own tripod if you're doing some other sort of thing. And any direction, I'm guessing, right? If you want to show this kind of a direction, I'm holding it to, to where you've got both views, upper and lower, or whatever you need to do. Or just take pictures of your guests. I'm just, you feel intimidated?
Exactly.
It's right. Pointed right at you. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it's a good and a crazy thing in the sense that, you're capturing everything.
Yeah.
So even all the stuff behind your head, it's like you got eyes everywhere.
That's very true.
You're watching.
That's true. And more folks, of course, are putting them online, because even with a smartphone, you can move the phone around and track the video, or just move your finger on the screen, or if it's a computer, you can just do it with your mouse even. And it makes life so much more fun for a lot of people to be posting these kinds of videos.
Exactly. And we've done that. I think it's probably hard for them to see.
Yeah. But you can kind of get the idea. Let me see if we can go full screen with that real quick.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's actually an image.
Yeah, that's something we don't see a lot in Miami, snow.
Yeah.
And there you go. You can see as Paul is just kind of using his finger to move around. It's a complete 360 view of gorgeous sky and snow and out on the trail. What is that thing? What is that called? Snow skiing? Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
So, not something we're used to.
And
but how cool it is to do, yeah.
And the other thing is, if you had a headset, you could actually put that on, and you would actually be
a virtual reality experience and move around, and you're moving around all thanks to the PIXPRO, the Orbit 360 4K, as a matter of fact, and the quality unbelievable. I mean, obviously, if it's 4K, it's the best available right now.
Correct.
So that's pretty cool. Speaking of availability, is this available yet?
So we're just finishing up. We're actually launching this quarter, so we'll probably be shipping towards the end of February.
Okay. Of this year. I always want to stress that.
Always this year, yeah.
Because sometimes if I don't, people say, well, no, I meant February 2018. You didn't ask. It's, no, come on.
No.
But February of this year, so very soon. And a price point yet?
We're targeting $500 for the consumer.
Nice. For all that this does. I mean, that seems exceptionally reasonable.
Yes.
So very cool.
Considering you're actually getting two cameras in one.
Yeah, for sure. And bending the light. I'm going to go back to that because I'm loving it. Where can we actually get it? Off your site at Kodak
PIXPRO.com. All the information will be there, and people can they'll take some pre-orders and.
Sure. And smart stores will be stocking it, no doubt, because this is a very cool device to be able to just grab and go and shoot all kinds of fun stuff. Attach it to your helmet if you want to do that, or attach it to any number of things, and you put it on your bike, whatever, and have some fun experiences that you can much more easily than before, share.
And that's been great. We're real excited about that.
As well you should be. Kodak PIXPRO, PIXPRO.com. Of course, we'll link you there to Paul and all of our guests here from CES, and you can see what they're up to on a regular basis and pre-order too. It's a very cool device. And thanks so much for spending another few minutes with us here at CES. We'll let you get back to your very busy exhibit because everybody wants to see this.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you, Dave.
Terrific. IntoTomorrow.com. For more, don't forget to hit up our highlight video from CES here too, so you can see a lot of behind-the-scenes things, get a picture of what our broadcast booth is like here on the show floor and the whole bit when you visit us at IntoTomorrow.com. We're back with more from CES 2017. I'm Dave Graveline on the Advanced Media Network.